you guys so much for tuning in to the Millennium Hot Girl podcast, where we talk love, life.
Real hot girl shit. I'm your girl Chevy.
It's your motherfucking girl Cat Marie.
And I'm Nay. What's up, y'all?
Before we start, my voice is halfway gone, so y'all don't laugh at me, and please bear with me when I do speak, okay?
She gonna be going to the bodega. I put on my shoes when I go to the bodega.
The bodega.
Well, first off, let me just say Happy Mother's Day.
Yes,
Happy
girl.
Mother's Day to you, Miss Chevy, to you, Miss
Thank
Cat Marie,
you.
with your fur baby. And
Yes.
to all the mamas who are listening to us right now, thank you so much for tuning in on this lovely Mother's Day. We have one comment. It says
Good evening, ladies. From Kayla Johnson. Good evening, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to Nate and Chevy. Woo. Thank you, Kayla
Thank
girl,
you.
for tuning in.
Yes, happy
So-
Mother's Day to you too.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
Yes. So did you do anything for Mother's Day, Chevy?
I got an oil change. I got some Starbucks. Kennedy's with my family right now, so she went to church. They told me to enjoy the day. So that's what I do, and I've been cooling, relaxing, and I'm gonna go get some food after this.
Great.
Okay. So that sounds nice. So for me, I didn't do anything today. I just been kind of chilling at home. I went to the gym. I told my son that we are gonna go hang out on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we probably gonna go to the movies to see Doctor Strange. I think that's what
Yes,
it's called.
girl. Yes,
Have you seen it?
ma'am. I have not, but we're going to go see it in for Screen X, which is where it's the screen in front of you and there's screens on the side. So it's like the movie be going all around like this. It's
Really?
super
Got
dope.
time for that.
It's super dope. It's so dope, bro. It's so dope. It's the best because I went to go see Spider-Man and we saw it at the Screen X and it was amazing. Like it feels like you're in the movie.
So
You know
you
what?
have to like look to the sides and shit.
Not
to
the
see?
whole entire movie, but it's kind of like your peripheral, so you don't really have to look, but
Uh-huh.
it's like it feels like you're in the movie.
You know
It's
what?
a really cool experience.
I want to find something like that. I seen like what is it 4D where they like spray like stuff
Oh
be
yeah.
hitting you like
Yeah.
that
Ooh,
type
I
of
used to be
movie.
watching a sex scene.
Okay.
They go, and that's
I
why
could be
she in
like-
charge of Kink of the Week.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
It's gonna be all
Look.
All right.
Okay, so I'm glad that you are able to enjoy your Mother's Day and just have a nice time to yourself, and just have a relaxing time without the kid, because that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah.
Because we spend time with the kids
Fuck
all
them
day.
kids. No, I'm kidding. It's all
Seriously.
about me today.
I know that's right. Anyways, how you been, Miss Cat Marie? How's your week been?
That's been pretty good. It was actually a really long week, and I've been looking forward to the weekend. And it's already Sunday, so I'm just like but it's cool. Just gotta keep pushing. My big break is coming soon.
Yes, girl. And let me just tell you, I know I told you on the live, because we do go live on Instagram before the show every single week. But I did tell you that I like your bangs, girl.
Oh, thank you, girl. Just a little something.
They
Just
are
had to
giving.
do a little something. Thanks.
I like the look. I like the look today. But let's go ahead and get into it.
So
Yeah,
here
my
we
allergies-
are.
Sorry, my allergies fucking up. So if y'all randomly see a tear fall down my eye, that's why.
Yes, we got you. We gonna hold it down today.
Yes.
So here we are with episode 20, and it is called Talk to Me Nice. If you a bomb ass bitch, fuck that life. Hey, talk to me nice. Hey, talk to me nice. All
My
right.
titties
So
look big
this
today.
Or don't talk
they're
to me
wonderful.
at all.
Talk to me nice or don't talk to me twice.
Yes.
But anyway, so we are going to be talking about having uncomfortable conversations. So this is such a great topic because it's super broad. So I want to, yes, Miss Nay.
Hold
yes,
on,
ma'am.
hold on. Sorry. We got one last comment before we start.
Oh, Miss Trey says, ooh, cat with the new style, loving it. Thank you, girl.
Yes.
Thank you, girl.
The look is
So-
given.
Yes, it's giving
giving
boss
bad
bitch.
bitch.
Okay.
Yes.
Never, what she be like, never ever play me like a. Have you seen her
Like
do
I'm
that
average.
TikTok? She'd be like,
I-
never ever play me like I'm average.
No.
You gotta see it. She be doing her hair. She be like, she funny. But anyway, so having uncomfortable conversations. So I particularly want to talk about having an uncomfortable conversation in a workplace. So sometimes you have people who don't necessarily have the same hygiene regimen as others. So they don't be smelling fresh. So that's like a really hard, uncomfortable conversation to have with somebody because you don't want to be like, listen, you stink. Because you don't want to hurt the person feelings. So
I
how
don't
would you
know how
ladies
I'm gonna
having
tell
I'm
you,
about to say, so
but
how would you ladies handle having that conversation with one of your quote unquote employees? Chevy?
so I've actually had to do that, in the military. You, especially if you're like a shift leader, then you're responsible for the people up under you.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was still in Germany, there was this one guy, and he was funky. Okay, um, he would always come to work be smelling like the type where flies would just fly around you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he would
What
say
was
he
that
don't
cartoon with that
shower.
cloud?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think about it. The
But go
name.
ahead.
But yeah, so we had to tell him like every day. We was like, I don't know how they're gonna do it, and I was like, fuck, I got to be the one to do it. So I had to tell him like, hey, just leave work, go home, freshen up and stuff. And he was like, oh no, it's cool. I want to say, no, you have to go. You smell. And now people are complaining about it. And we work with food. You can't be serving people their food, handing them shit like this, and you stink. So it was like a little awkward, but yeah, it had to be done. Like I was just like, how the fuck am I gonna say it at first? He was like, no, I'm good, no, I'm good. You stink. You do. Like I'm sorry, but get out of here.
Okay,
You just gotta
okay.
break it down nicely.
So when it comes to like me, I have not had to deal with that in the workplace. But I've had to tell somebody I was dealing with, like, look, I like you and all, but your hygiene, what's going on? What kind of deodorant do you use? You know what I'm saying? And it's not the type of conversation that, you want to have. It is very uncomfortable. And let me tell you what this nigga had the nerve to say. He said, "No, I don't. You're lying." I said, "Look."
You're lying.
I said,
Okay.
I'm trying my best to have this conversation with you and just like because I met him in the club, okay?
Met
Maybe
him
he's
in
just
the
hot.
club.
Met
What do y'all mind me say? Don't rule number one: never ever ever fall in love with some nigga that you meet up in the club or some shit like
Girl, I
that.
wasn't gonna fall in love with him,
I know, but
but
just
when I was chilling with him, I said, "Look, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt because we was in the club, we was dancing all night. I smelt him a little bit, but I was just like, all right."
it was a little more appropriate in club setting. But now we face to face.
Later the next
You that
time,
nervous?
I had to tell. I was like, "What kind of deodorant do you?" He gonna tell me he used Tom's. If you don't get some grown ass deodorant and stop playing,
That's like
What
using
is
degree. Exactly. That's like him using that teen spirit shit. No, if you don't go get you some
girl?
man,
hold
Dove, some
on,
Old Spice.
Chevy.
It's your
Your
Wi-Fi on, baby.
Yeah, because your service is not given today.
Get my Wi-Fi on.
What?
Well, turn it off. Turn it off.
It's giving robot.
I know I tried to just let it slide a little
Me
bit, but I was
too.
like,
I was
nah.
like, I can't sit through this shit. Damn, that her shit all messed up.
But while she's getting that taken care of, I did want to say, I know for you, Miss Cat Marie, you are a store. You are over employees at your job. So I can't even imagine how uncomfortable it is to have a conversation like that with one of your employees.
Yeah, girl. I had to I didn't even do it like one-on-one, to be honest. I did it like broad. I didn't point them out basically.
Mm-hmm.
So how I did it is we were having a store meeting and in part of the store meeting, I go over just like the basic things for my store. So I was just letting them know, like letting everybody know, make sure you come in, everybody make sure you're washing every night or every morning. Make sure you're washing your clothes because I know we sweat in our clothes a lot. So you don't want your clothes to be sweaty. And I was like, you don't want your clothes to be sweaty? Like I was saying, because the person was out on the floor. So I was like, just make sure that everybody heard it, you know what I mean? So ever since I said it, we haven't really had that issue anymore, because I don't think it was so much of the person not washing themselves. I think that they weren't washing the uniform that we have to wear. And that's like, still a part of hygiene.
And I think a lot of people do that, because I used to live with someone who would literally work in the kitchen, but they would like just put on the same stuff every day. Like they would take a shower, but it'll be like stains and stuff. I'd be like, all right.
I work with food, so I know exactly what you're talking about. That shit, I wash my uniform every single night. Like working like in the food kitchen, you will smell like straight trash. Like that shit stinks, especially if you were around fried foods and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember how my McDonald's uniform used to smell, and my mom be like, you need to take that off at the door.
I can imagine.
Hold on, time out. Is my service better now that I cut the Wi-Fi off?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, I don't know what was going on with that. Okay.
Yeah. But okay. Yeah.
That was a chair.
No, yeah, that was my chair. It'd be making noises.
Oopsie, not a poopsie.
No, girl. If I felt it coming, I at least put it on mute. But aside from that, what's really uncomfortable? Having conversations with somebody that you're in a relationship with.
Okay.
I mean, not every conversation, but when it comes to certain things, especially like when you meet somebody for the first time, or you guys start to get a little bit more serious. Like, how do you guys feel when it comes to like having conversation about like finances, or having conversations about
what's your bank account looking like?
Yeah, like, are those conversations?
Fuck that. What's your credit looking like?
Okay.
That's something that you really got to talk about.
So you would have a conversation with somebody like you just start dealing with, talking about credit?
Absolutely.
Probably not like on the first or 2 days, but after night 3, like this is our 3rd time hanging out. All right, obviously you interested in me, I'm interested in you. So, it tells you a lot. Like if you got like shot to the curb credit, oh, I'm at a 402. What? Ooh. First of all, that means you don't. What do you have? Repossessions? Like you don't have no stability, like financial stability, and you owe people a lot of debt, especially if you want to be serious with somebody, because if you do end up getting married, their debt becomes your debt. I already got like student loans. I got my own debt. I'm gonna have to take care of mine and yours. So
right.
See, I feel like that's an important conversation, but I don't feel like at the beginning, I mean, I do feel like, if you like somebody, like that shit just started happening out of nowhere.
It's like, sing to me, mommy, sing to me.
Was that the microphone?
Yes.
If you don't turn that thing off, turn the volume down.
Listen, y'all heard me earlier when I said that I was just gonna turn it on just so it don't make no noise.
Yeah, that's why I was looking like, how is that even happening right now?
Well, anyways, I haven't had a conversation about credit, but I feel like the more serious I get with somebody, then it's like, okay, let's have a conversation about that. So you guys would just like, if somebody came to you and they said, yeah, my credit a little fucked up right now. I made some bad decisions when I was younger, but I'm trying to work on it or whatever. Like,
when you say a little fucked up, how fucked up are we talking?
So I feel like it's okay to definitely bring that up on the first date. And it doesn't have to be like,
they can be like, damn, bitch, you want my social too?
Yep. Give me all that shit. But you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like in a serious way. Like you could be playful and talk about it. I've talked about that on a first date, like talking, like in a way, talking shit. Like, man, I bet your credit fucked up. Like, I'm like, no, my credit score, da-da-da. I'll be like, oh, that's actually good. Like, how did you get your credit score that way? And that's how the conversation. So it isn't, it's not like,
Back said, like, this bitch over here trying to make jokes about me. She asked me how I got my credit that way.
Exactly.
She probably got a 508.
Let me tell you, if I was the man, on a date with somebody and they say your credit probably fucked up, I'll be like, so why are you even here with me if you think that my credit is fucked up?
Well, it could be like, when I'm saying that, I mean, like, if we're talking about it, like if it comes up and we making like jokes about something like that, then it's cool.
Okay. I remember I was talking to one of my friends and we was talking about credit, and he was like, what's your credit? I told him. He was like, okay, that's not bad. That's real cool. I asked him what was his. This man said a 773. He was like, yeah, but that's straight. That's all right. It could be better. And in the back of my head, I'm just like, Okay,
You
okay.
you know what? When I y'all know I try to dip my hands into everything. Y'all seen when I had that credit repair service?
Yep.
Girl. Girl, no, you didn't. That's
Yeah,
funny.
you're the ultimate scammer.
Okay, like
Nah, I can help you.
Turn it
So
up.
anybody out there want to fix their credit, come hit me
Tap
in my
in.
DM. But yeah, I honestly, what
I
made me
almost fucked
start,
up and said somebody's name.
Ooh, I'm glad you
honestly,
didn't.
when I honestly, my credit, it's been a long road, but I finally got it to the point where it's like, yes, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I made some
Good.
bad decisions. So that's why me being on the other side, thinking about somebody who could have just did some bullshit when they was younger. Can't judge nobody off their past. People grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, so what's something
Yeah.
else? What's another?
I think having uncomfortable conversation with your friends. When you gotta
Yes.
tell your friends that they hurt your feelings, that can be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Honestly, Chevy, I know last week you had brought it up about me having the conversation with you. Before we had that conversation, I was thinking in my mind, like, how is she going to take this? Is she going to take this any kind of way? Is she going to feel some type of way? But I feel like I wouldn't be a real friend if I didn't come and tell her. So I just said, fuck it. It is what it is.
And that's what I appreciate, because I feel like if you're friends with somebody, you could be able to come to them about good stuff, bad stuff. Like, if I got a booger on my nose, don't just let me keep, like, in my nose. Don't just keep. The bitch done shook the table.
She had to get that joke out.
I
I'm
did
just
not
kidding.
like, if I have something on my face, or if I just went out looking some type of way, y'all allow me to go out looking some type of way, and I know I look some type of way, I'll say I'm not my real friend.
Your service kind of messed up, girl.
Ah, can y'all hear
Hey,
me?
we want
Oh,
we
fuck
want
it.
people to take us serious.
It's still fucked up.
Yes, very. You
Uh,
you you frozen
uh,
right now. Okay, hold on. Just mute yourself for
mm,
a second. We gonna get
mm,
right back to Miss
mm.
Miss Chevy.
But yeah, when your face, I'm trying to stay focused, but you almost made me spit my drink, and that's why I had to move my seat.
I'm like, girl, because I wanted to hear what she had to say. I was
Yeah,
trying to hear it, but
but okay. So you can keep talking because it was for both of y'all.
Is this
Hello?
better?
yes,
So Tracy. So Trey says, I definitely casually ask about credit as well, just to see where your head at. Yes, ma'am.
right.
That's what I was trying to get at. I just don't know how to say it. And Trey also said, real friends tell friends the truth. So I want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about that because me and Trey actually had a conversation maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I was just telling her how I'm learning to work through situations rather than just cutting people off. Because like how I grew up, like I see my mom, like she don't deal with nobody's shit. And when she don't deal with nobody's shit, I really mean she don't deal with nobody's shit. So if you do something to her, she's done with you. And that's how I grew up doing things. So it got to a point where I was like, all right, Katie, like you can't cut off all your goddamn friends. Like you gotta learn how to like tell people when somebody hurt your feelings or something like that. So that's something I'm definitely still working on, like in friendships. Why are you laughing? I'm serious. This is serious.
No, because when you said that, I just thought about our Linux. She's like, all this fucking shit that I have. I need people.
No, real shit. Like, so yeah, I think it's good to have uncomfortable conversations. Just gotta know who the person is you're talking to and how
Yes,
to
and if
say
they
it.
are like, yeah, exactly. Because if you're dealing with an emotional creature, then you need to, take their emotions into accountability and figure out how a way you could still, deliver your message, get your point across without be like, but you're horrible. Like nobody's gonna
Yeah,
like you or anything
Right.
like
yeah,
that. So sometimes some friends you have to be a little more sensitive to, and some friends you could just be like, real raw and uncut with them. But I feel like definitely if you're a real friend, a real person thing, you will be able to go to somebody and have these conversations. It's a part of life. I'm not here to fight you. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm just trying to talk. And if you can't talk,
Right. You know, even when it comes to friends, like you said, your mom don't really take nothing. Like for me, when it comes to friends, I'm kind of the same way. Like I was the same way, but it's like I'm starting to care about friendships more that I'm, you know, growing up and realize
Same.
that you do need friends.
Same.
But I would be like, somebody do some fucked up shit to me, I'll be like, look, that's it. Especially if it's a woman. But it's kind of fucked up.
Yes.
It's kind of fucked up how we just dismiss our friends so fast without trying to work it out. But
But
we
we
give a
don't.
give
nigga
these niggas
chance
time after
after
time after
chance
time.
after chance.
I saw this post and it was
Ooh.
like, it was like, I think it was like, I don't know if I sent to y'all, but it was like a nigga only get 80,000 chances with me. After that, like I'm done. Like ain't 80,001, like just 80,000 chances. And I'm just like, damn, that is true because women's so quick to cut friends and females off, but a nigga would just do them dirty time after time after time. And I'm like, but I love him, or I
You
forgave him.
and I feel like women kind of have too much pride because I can admit sometimes, like if I stop talking to somebody or somebody stops talking to me, I'm gonna be like, well, fuck it then. Like, fuck them, you know? But sometimes your feelings really be hurt when friends stop talking to you. And that's
Girl,
okay.
that
Just
should feel
like,
like a breakup. Cause I
yeah.
definitely be like sick. Like I know people will be like, I don't lose no sleep over that bitch. Like, no, bitch.
I be tossing
Especially
and turning.
okay,
Y'all never
especially
know
if
that.
it's like somebody that I really care about. Like that should be like hurtful as fuck.
Waking up
Like,
with night terrors.
hell yeah. And then you have like I know me, like I definitely have pride, and I'll be like, "Fuck that!" Like I ain't saying shit. Like I'm gonna let that person come to me, and then eventually I'll be like, "Okay, like let me be mature about the situation. Like I really do care about them enough to say, hey, like that shit really hurt my feelings, but you know I'm willing to move past it as long as you don't do that shit again." Blah 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 blah,
That's how
Yeah.
I
and
feel
vice
like it
versa.
was with like Hennessy and I. Like when he cut me off, like when he blocked me, I was like, well, fuck, I ain't gonna reach out to him no more. But I was missing him because not only did we have like that romantic side, we was also like we established a really good friendship too. And after I was like, I kind of miss him. If it wasn't for Deja's name, I'd never hit him up. She was like, just do it, hit him up. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
no.
I'm learning how to let my pride go. Like pride
Mm-hmm.
is not going to get you nowhere. I know me and the person that I'm talking to now, we had our little small rough patch, and I was just like, at first I was like, I'm not reaching out, and then I was like, fuck it. I just reached out, and I'm just like, look, I miss you. I want to talk to you, you know? And it
Yep.
is what it is. And if they come and they say something to where it's just like, you know, no, then you just know like that person is just not mature enough to be with you because it's all about maturity at the end of the day.
Exactly. Because
We
that's how it
have
was once.
Mike says communication is key.
Definitely I have a story about that too. But
yes.
back to
Vach Lombardi says, if we on our third date and you ask me about my credit, I'm gonna think you up to something.
look, I'm gonna hit you with the pull out my business card. Well, you know, I do credit restoration. So, you know, if you need anything or if you know somebody, you know, get at me. Spread the word while I'm handing in my business cards.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Market your shit.
But like
Exactly.
kind of going back to like what I was just saying. But like I hit him up and we actually end up talking and like we talked everything out, all the shit that I was mad about, things that, you know, he could have done better and things is going good. So I just feel like put that pride to the side, hit a nigga up sometimes. Sometimes you gotta make that first move.
Exactly. And that's okay because if you get rejected, then you could just be hurt. But don't just hurt yourself because you're not reaching out. Because sometimes men can have like pride and ego, but it's up to us to be like the women and be a little softer. And if they don't want to give, then bye. You know, then
Right.
I'll be like bye, the ego back in full
Yeah.
effect.
But at least I tried. Because the last thing I want to say is damn. And if I don't know if he would say like fuck, the word's not coming out. But like if I didn't give it a try, I would never know the answer. I'm like, well, he just not fucking with me.
Mm.
You never know unless you try because I figured out why he wasn't fucking with me. And it was all a misunderstanding. Well, it wasn't a misunderstanding on my behalf, but
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes like this whole episode is about, those are like not comfortable conversations to have, because you don't want to know. Sometimes you don't want to know what you're not doing right, but that ego gotta, get put to the side, and you gotta understand where the other person is coming from. So I also wanted to bring up another point. Um, Having uncomfortable conversations with family members, that could be your kids, your parents. I know for me, when it comes to family, I don't ever want to hurt anyone's feelings or say something that makes me seem like I'm not grateful, or just, I don't know. So it's hard for me to have certain conversations when it comes to family.
Yeah. I haven't really had to have any, um, but I know there will come a time, and I'll just be like, well, like, well, let's see. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be like that. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that will be like kind of uncomfortable, especially if it's somebody that you're close to.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had to experience that yet.
I had to have an uncomfortable conversation with my mom, but it wasn't really uncomfortable, but other people would consider it uncomfortable, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I purposely waited until I was 4 hours away from my mom to tell her that I lost my virginity.
Mm.
So it was the greatest plan ever. And it kind of just happened. Like, she just asked me, she was like, so are you still a virgin? I was just like, no. I just said it just like that. I was like, no. And I told her who it was. She was like, I know I should have let you go to his house. We actually like laughed about it. And I told her, I was like, yes, I use protection, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't have to worry about me doing anything in college, which I actually didn't really.
It was a good
like
one.
one. It was like one. I only did with one person in college. That's it.
Girl, my mom already knew. By the time I was in college, I was outside. She knew. Okay.
I remember when my mama found out. She texted me one day. She was like, "Did you lose your virginity?" My heart started beating. I was like, "Yeah." But we was in the house. That's why I was like, "Why did she text me?" The next thing I hear is Cheveria. I'm like, oh my god! So as I'm walking down the stairs, my heart is like. So she asked me, and I was just like, and yeah,
You
she
heard
told
me.
and I told her, yeah, and she was like, okay, well, I already knew. I was just waiting for you to tell me. I was like, how did she know? And then
How did she know?
I have no clue. Then she tried to put me on punishment, right? So she would not let me stay home without her. And she was like, you coming to the store with me? We was at Sam's Club. And I was like, can I stay home? She was like, what? You ain't finna be having sex all up in my house and I'm not here. So we went to Sam's Club. Why the hell? When we got there, she took my phone too. So when we got to Sam's Club, why did we see him in there? And my mom looked at me. She's like, did you plan this? I said, I ain't got no phone. I ain't got no computer. She was so mad. She was like, you know what, Cher? Just be safe. I can't stop you. Just be safe. And that was just that. And then she was just cool with it. She just told me to let her know, like, if anything were to happen and stuff like that. She just told me to be open with her.
And I feel like that's going to be an uncomfortable conversation that I'm going to have with my son one day. But I feel like I'm going to take a more realistic approach than what our parents did. Like, especially like nowadays, these kids are so advanced. Like, they see so much on social media. Like, they just are exposed to more than what we were exposed to. So I just naturally feel like they just going to start earlier. They're going to be doing things faster. They're going to be. So I don't want to seem like you can't come to me and talk to me, or if I ask you, you have to lie to me, because I'm not stupid, and it's not like I'm old and like you're never gonna do it. Like,
right.
I'm not saying it's acceptable, even when it comes to smoking weed or anything like that. It's not acceptable, but come and talk to me. And if I find out that you're doing it, I can't, like, if you've already been exposed, then it's not like I could keep you from it, but you're gonna be respectful, just
got to RESPE, respect me.
So I just feel like I'm not ready to. Of course, my son's only 8; he'll be 9 in June. But I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to. I don't want to catch you. I don't want to walk in on you, because I know one of my exes, his mom walked in on him eating me out, and I was just like,
my mama walked in on me too.
Wait, you got to tell that story,
girl. And it's the person I was with when when we left high school.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So that little situation that happened when I when I had ran away from home and I got sent back to California.
Yeah.
So I was over there and it was funny because his mom didn't know that I was there at first. Like I was just going like to the basement and then coming back up.
I remember those days. I'd be like, so his mama don't know. And you'd be like, no, she'll be on the phone whispering. Or he'll be coming down there bringing her food and stuff.
It's so embarrassing. But when
we was young.
I was laying in his bed one night and she came in. Like she usually didn't come in the room. And I was laying down. Well, I'm telling another story, but I was laying down in the bed and
she was outside.
I was acting like I was sleeping. She walked in. She was like, what is she doing here? And then he was like, she ain't got nowhere to go. Something like that. And I was just like, I was acting like I was asleep. I was just like, and then the next day, like, yeah, she had just walked in. So that's it. That's all to that. Anyways.
Wait, did he jump up? Did she scream? Was it
no, she just closed the door. And of course she walked in and then she just kind of like walked out and closed the door. And we were just like, oh shit. Like,
now you really ain't got nowhere to go.
That's funny. Okay. That's funny. All right, man. So we got to wrap up for our session.
But yeah, when it comes to having uncomfortable conversations, go ahead and have it because it can grow whatever relationship. When it comes to a relationship, it can make you guys closer. When it comes to just your kids, it can make you closer. So having those uncomfortable conversations are important, and it'll just tell you where you guys are in your relationship.
They don't block you before you get to talk.
Exactly. But now moving right along to the shit we seen on social media this week.
All right, so it has been a lot of shit that went down this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. That is like the biggest shocker to social media this week because it's just like
we can have a comment pop up.
No, yeah. let me say this.
I don't think it's cool that people are being disrespectful about the death, though.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Okay.
Right.
And I honestly don't know because I haven't watched them. I don't watch them. I ain't watched them. But, you know, from what I understand, he just was saying things that women didn't like. And, you know, I did go and I watched a few clips and it's not like he was saying anything wrong. It's just how he said it.
Exactly.
So it wasn't like, it was just more like people didn't like his approach. But at the same time, like, it wasn't nothing wrong what he said from what I seen, you know, but I'm not gonna be happy about someone dying. Like, I feel like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
I know I'll be posting like my little stuff, like, and I hope it don't go the wrong way. Like, damn, she always talk about him. Like, I don't wish death upon nobody. I don't, you know, laugh out at the stuff I see. It just sometimes be a little funny, like shit that he says. But I think that is wrong. I wasn't really too fond of the man. Some things I could agree with, but most things I just couldn't. But it's still a sad situation, and yeah, we keep going, Kat.
Yes.
Okay. So we got coming.
I knew it was coming.
So Trey says he also criticized men just as much as women.
And you would only know that if you were to watch him. And some of the stuff that, you know, may have came out on like in little clips on social media. It's not always everything. You know, it's not everything that he does. So rest in peace to him, Mr. Kevin Samuels.
Did y'all see that video of him when he was talking about that man? And he was like, it was like, okay, well, how old are you? He was like 20. He was like, how much do you make? He was like, I make about $400 every 2 weeks. He was like, okay. And he was just like, he was like, how tall are you? No, he was like, how much did he weigh? And he was like 200. He was like, 200 what? And he was like 280. He was like, so you're almost 300 pounds.
Yeah. And then he was going in.
I haven't seen that.
Basically, he was like, is your dick big? And he was like, huh? He was like, do you have a big dick or not? Like, what are you bringing to the table? You ain't got a big bag. You big. Do you have a big dick? And then he was like, you ain't even giving women a big dick. Like, what a woman see in you? And I was just like, dang. And he was going in on that man.
Yeah, he was. That shit was funny though.
I was cracking up.
Trey said it's important to watch more than just the 2-minute clips, but to watch his entire show. Context is everything.
That is true. That is true.
And
You know,
Huh?
I said, and that is coming from his number one fan, Travion. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
I know I gotta bring this up. I see your comment, Shamari.
What?
That's all I'm gonna say. I was just like, you know, and I'm sorry because I know a lot of people are taking this hard, but Chevy gonna say she said who
Y'all
you
know.
she was like, who you gonna get your advice from now? Because Travion has said, you know, I hope that Kevin Samuels is not dead. And then Kevin go put, who you gonna get your advice from now? I just put, wow.
No, like, I'm not trying to put her business out there, but she is a proud Kevin Samuels fan. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
R.I.P. to Mr. Kevin Samuels,
The GOAT himself.
So moving right along. So I'm not sure if you ladies saw it, but Lala Anthony did an interview with Charlamagne the God, and they were talking about how the divorce has affected her and like what she's moving on and looking forward to in life. And like she was basically saying like she feels like love is just not in her cards. And she's content with co-parenting and being like a great mother to her son. But she also said that Sierra's like, no, like you need to pray for your man, you need to pray for your man. So how do you ladies feel about that?
Sierra, not everybody is as lucky as you. We praying. We saying a prayer. You got lucky. Not all of us is you. Some of us at this point, we don't even want a man. Does the prayer work? Is that even what you said? Damn.
So I will say that I seen the interview and I feel bad for her. Like I feel bad. I don't want to get to the point where I just feel like I will never find anybody. But honestly, it's like she's been married to who was it, Carmelo Anthony?
For years, yes.
For so long, and you know, for things to end, and you know,
how it ended too?
How did it end?
He kept cheating on her. He was
he had a baby on her. He had
in different countries.
Oh God, yeah. See, that's tough. But I
Public
feel like
humiliation.
I feel like she shouldn't give up on love. Like I feel like maybe that's not her focus right now. Maybe right now she's just trying to get herself together. Like the relationship probably consumed her. She's probably just like, you know, so wrapped up in her relationship that she's not thinking about that right now. But hopefully later on she'll have like more of an open mind, and maybe, you know, she will find somebody who she can have a relationship, because I feel like everybody needs love.
Yes. I saw this post. Trey herself actually posted it earlier, but it was like women need men and men need women. Don't have social media thinking that you don't need each other. Something like that. I'm like, that's true. I made a little comment like, I don't need a man. I don't need anybody. But I was just kidding because like
I was just kidding.
But you know what? It's crazy because people really took Sierra's prayer and ran. I can't believe Summer Walker got that on her album.
Seemed like it worked for her.
I'm like
the thing is, it's more than just what Sierra said, because you also have to pray for yourself. Like you have to pray to become a wife. So if you're not acting like a wife, you're not gonna become a wife.
Mm-hmm. That's my problem. I've been acting like a wife.
And that you gotta be, I feel like when it comes to that, you have to be fully okay with yourself, like fully good being by yourself, and accept the fact that you by yourself, and really work on the things that you need to work on. And then when somebody else comes into your life, it's not like they're gonna be everything. Like they're not gonna be like, you know, oh, my life is nothing without you. Like, no, I had a life before you. I'm gonna have a life. Yeah, no, of course not. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you just got to be okay with being by yourself.
I have nothing.
All right. So lastly, I want to talk about this juicy tea that Ray J spilled earlier this week.
Girl, you got the good topics today.
Yes. Okay. So basically Ray J came out and said, I've sat in the shadow for over 14 years, allowing the Kardashians to use my name, to abuse my name, make billions of dollars over a decade and a half, talking about a topic I've never really spoken about. when I put on the comments that all of this was a lie, I didn't mean Kanye coming to meet me with a mixtape, or excuse me, meet with me about some second sex tape. So basically, if you guys don't watch it, on the Kardashians on the Hulu, they have their show of basically again Keeping Up with Kardashians, and there was a scene where Kanye brought in this suitcase with a laptop, like a hard drive, and it supposedly was the extra footage to the Kim Kardashian Ray J sex tape. So basically, Ray J is like, that shit's not true, that's not real. Him meeting up happened, but that all that shit in the suitcase was cap.
I feel. Oh, go ahead, girl.
No, you can go. Go ahead.
I feel like, first of all, if Ray J if Ray J had something to say, he should have been said it, because right now Ray J ain't shit and he not popping. So
well, no. That could have been there could have been an NDA involved. He probably maybe he couldn't say something.
That's true.
I mean, but he was saying it on that song. I hate it. Like,
well, the
laying
proof
it
was
out
there.
then.
Yeah,
but I do feel like it was something that I feel like, especially back then, I could see stuff getting leaked now because how people can tap
screen
into
record.
Yeah, they can, hack your system and all this type of shit. But back then, you had to put that shit out. Like,
right. So hold on. Okay. So he also said they're not letting the world know that there's a bunch of sex tapes that we made, but they're not going anywhere because she has all of them. I felt suicidal because when you know something's real and it's true and you're watching a whole family create an empire from a lie they've created, it's heartbreaking and disrespectful to all the entertainers who have been honest and true to their craft. So basically, he also shares some text message between him and Kim, and she's basically apologizing, saying like, I'm sorry that it came off that way on TV. Like, we're re-recording like a piece to show that, you're not the bad guy. So basically she confirmed it. She confirmed all this shit. So Kris Jenner basically set the whole fucking thing up. She pimped out her kid.
I mean,
and it
I
worked.
can see it. I
And
can
it
see it.
worked.
Oh shit, there's a spider. Hold on.
So yeah, she put that out, and it's crazy. Like, I mean, it actually worked. So
Look at all her kids. I mean, they're successful. I mean, I'm not
every single
telling my
one of
mom
them.
to pimp me out. However,
oh my gosh.
Well, if she's seen her daughter was a slut, you might as well,
like, baby, you look like you're good at this. It's going to make you some money. It's just temporary.
Oh my God, I can't, y'all. I can't.
I just need you to take one for the team. Okay, mommy, I got you, girl. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, and I started watching this podcast on YouTube, this thing called Poor Man Podcast. He was like, and it was a very mediocre tape. I mean, mediocre. Have you guys seen it? It wasn't great. I was just like, damn.
Hey, look where she at now.
It was all right.
I just feel like it's because of who her dad was and how he was a celebrity, his sister and stuff like that. But I just feel like, because that's when I first found out about her. There was like, Robert Kardashian. I was like, yeah, I don't know who that is. They was like, yeah, it's the one who was on OJ's lawyer who helped beat the case or whatever. I was just like, oh, okay. So I feel like that was her claim to fame. But it worked for her. So it sucks that, he was lied on and stuff like that. And if it affected him financially, mentally, especially if he said he was suicidal, that part sucks.
Yeah.
But he's doing good for himself.
Yep.
I feel like we should have something in the contract. Oh, excuse me. We should have something in the contract where I get a percentage of whatever it is that y'all make for me.
She over there joking. But yeah, I agree. I definitely would have had to have something in that contract for sure. But shit, he was already slick doing well for himself before, because he was on Moesha, his sister, all that shit. So
what was that song?
Which one?
With Lil Kim.
Sexy Can.
The other one.
Kim.
Wait
Pesos.
a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I hear that.
Working all day.
Now it's on.
And all day. That used to be my song. He be like,
in the club.
hey! Pull up the
Now I'm
gear.
gonna listen to it. Oh my God, y'all, hold on.
Is it because I'm a shy? Ooh, made your eyes. Okay. But
That's a great song.
So you came with the topics this week, Miss Cat Marie. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
Thank you,
Because
girl.
those was juicy, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to Kink of the Week.
Throwback song of the week.
No,
What
we had
about
Kink of the
me?
Week. We had Kink of the Week.
Oh, it's Kink of the Week? Oh, my bad.
Yep. Kink of the Week.
I got too excited.
Yeah, go ahead and turn it back off.
I
Go
did.
ahead.
I did.
I heard when you cut it on. It's my turn. Look at me. I'm the captain now. So being that today was having uncomfortable conversations, I wanted to speak on something that might be a little uncomfortable to people. So the topic's going to be like sexual feedback. So I don't know if you guys ever been in a situation where you're having sex with somebody and then he rolls over like, so how was it? Do you like tell them like if it was good, do you obviously be like, that shit, it was good? Or if it was bad, do you be like, it was cool, I liked it? Or will you be able to tell them like, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't enjoy it? Are you like,
I've been in
do
a
you
situation
as a
like
woman
that.
want feedback from a man? Like, because I've never been the type of like, okay, how was it?
Yeah,
Never.
you know,
Good?
that's what I was just about to say. Like, I don't even want you turning to me asking how was it. I want you to know from my reaction that you either put it down
Exactly.
or you just know that you need to do better.
Because the body ain't gonna lie.
You know?
I hate when people like, how was it? Did you like it? That shit to me is a complete turn off because if you gotta ask,
Yeah.
then you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna be like, whew, that was the best I ever had, because no, it wasn't.
Yeah. But what were we
Agreed.
gonna say, Miss Cat?
I was just saying, I think I've told this story once before. I don't know, I can't remember, but I had to have a uncomfortable conversation with this guy that we didn't even really do it because I didn't feel anything. So I was just like, yeah, you got to get out. Like I was like, you got to get out of me.
Oh, I thought you were in the house, but you said of me.
So y'all was
both
there.
Yeah. And he like, and you know what's crazy? Like I should have known better because and this is the second guy that I had ever like I don't even really want to count. I don't really count him because
I wouldn't either.
So, but technically, if we want to be technical, this is the second guy that I ever did anything with, and this is the guy that I did in college. So, and I guess I was just being naive because again, it was only my second time with somebody different. So he was like, "I be making these girls come, da 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 da." Come to find out, like he was just talking that shit, and I just knew, like I was like, okay. So the head was, like, okay, like I haven't, like now that I have head. That head was not good. So like I can't really compare it, you know what I mean? So it was back then it was great. So I was like, man, this is too good. Like there's no way it's gonna be both. And sure enough, it was definitely given, and I'm not exaggerating, Vienna sausage. Like I literally couldn't feel it. And I knew that I wasn't loose because I had only ever had sex with one person. You know what I'm saying?
There's no such thing as a loose coochie.
Yeah. Agree to disagree, but
goddamn,
yeah, cough it up, sis. Cough it up. But
you know,
that was uncomfortable for me to have to do that, but it is what it is.
You know, when it comes to like telling somebody, like if you ask me and it wasn't, I don't think I've like maybe if we're having a conversation, but right after, if you just come to me and say how is it or whatever, I'm just gonna be like, like I already said, but I will give somebody feedback. I will be like, well, when you were doing this or when you did that, or I want you to tell me exactly what you want. I want to be able to, I feel like that type of feedback is good. Like, tell me what you want me to do while I'm doing it.
Tell me what you want.
So what about feedback? Like,
not you. So what about feedback?
That's why I just had to stop. But okay. So what about feedback during sex? Because I'm the type, I love to hear a man moan.
Yes.
I hate quiet sex. I want to feel like you could tell if a man is into it by how they're touching you, the things that they're saying, how they're like their body movements and shit. I hate boring ass sex. I love hearing a man moan and groan in my ear, like slapping in my face, like slap my ass. Do what you got to do, okay?
Yeah,
just don't kill me.
That's one thing, because keeps me motivated. You know, it keeps me
Right.
motivated to do
I
what we
had to.
doing.
I had to tell a guy once. I was like, I had to stop. I was like, can you please make some type of noise, because like now you're turning me off because you making me, a very
It'd be
experienced
weird
woman,
when it would just
feel
be
like I'm not
breathing.
good. Yeah, like say something. Like, and be like, oh, I just don't like to do that. Like I hate
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
that's
that, because it's like,
That means you ain't had no good sex before. I feel like if dudes do that.
that just means you need to grow up.
Yeah.
yeah, let that shit
Like,
out. Let that shit out. But
yeah.
yes, I love feedback like that. What about y'all?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely love the feedback from my man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I live off, I don't live off of that, but
I was gonna be like,
it keeps me going. Like I have to have the during, like then I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep going harder. Like you better
Yeah.
give me something.
Yep. That's like, you want Energizer Bunny tonight? Then you need to speak to me, okay?
But
why you speak to me?
you know what? I think a lot of times guys, when they don't want to like make noise or like moan or whatever, they be kind of like insecure, you know?
One thing that pissed me off, have you ever dealt with a man who came in silence? Like,
That is so like that shit is uncomfortable. It's
oh
just
my
like, what is happening?
gosh.
Are you having a stroke? Like,
I just be like,
Yeah, I want to hear, I want to know.
I don't care. Well, I do care if you sound like um fucking the Yeti. Don't
some
sound
niggas
like
be
that,
being
but
like extra though when they be coming. Like, I don't like that extra shit. They be like,
yeah.
No,
shit.
that could be real though.
I'm a jump. Are you okay? Like,
Okay,
don't be staying in
No,
my ear, but
I'm not gonna judge
I
you by
love
the
it.
sound that you make. If you make a sound that don't sound cute to me, I'm just gonna let it ride. You know, they might be
So
feeling that.
sometimes when I watch porn, I just be looking up black men moaning. So there's this
Hmm.
one guy.
We like, let me write that down because I've been looking for something. Okay.
So so there's this one guy. If I find the video, I'm gonna send it to y'all. But his like the noises that sounds that he made when he came, it was like a turn off. It was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like that. I was like, I can't watch this no more. Like I can't. I was
Yeah,
just like,
you can't sound like a woman now.
I
I
was like,
need
what the
that
fuck?
that
But
that
I love
masculine.
hearing like, yeah, bitch, and all that. Like that shit. Like, take this fucking dick, bitch. You like this black cock in your mouth?
See, and that's why we like it's a nut baby.
Yes, y'all need to look at It's a Nut Baby. We need to get him on here.
Hey, let's
We ain't
get
never
that.
seen. Hey, I see. You know what? I
I'll reach
actually
out.
tried to look for his Instagram. I tried to
I
look for
know
his
he got one.
Instagram.
He probably got
I'll
a
find
Twitter.
it.
All the
I'll
porn
find
stars
it.
got Twitter.
Yeah, find it. Let's get this and that. Well, he got to come on here talking right. Okay, he got to come on here talk.
He be like, you bitch, you bitch, you bitch. Y'all better
I'd be
listen
like,
to me. Boop, boop, boop. Click his ass the fuck up out of here.
we
Okay.
do
But
need to get a man on here though. We do need to get a man on here, get some a man's opinion on some things.
okay, be careful what you ask for.
No, I got somebody in mind.
Okay, okay. Bring him out, bring him out.
All right.
All right, so let's get
Now.
into the throwback songs of the week. Yes, get it ready. Get it ready.
La 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 la.
So I think Miss Cat Marie should go first because you was ready.
I am. Okay.
She been ready.
Yep.
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
actually. Ooh. Vach Lombardi says I emoji.
He looking sideways.
Like
Looking boy.
looking boy. That used to be my shit. Okay. So my throwback song today, I'm gonna just start with the bridge because that's one of my favorite parts. So
That's
don't
the
be
best
rushing me,
part.
motherfucker. All right. Babe, I got things that I wanna say.
Oh my
Won't you
God.
meet me in the bedroom? We can pull a freaky persona, come up ready if a nigga come through. Baby, I know you ain't treating me right, baby. Look at your back. Turn
Turn it.
around. Ooh,
Ooh.
turn around. Ooh, damn you fine. Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
Ooh.
DJ, won't you play this?
DJ,
DJ, please.
please.
Play this girl a song for
She's
me.
looking at me kind of hard. I can
I can
tell the
tell you
things.
love you.
Right.
You can tell you love you. All you need to
Boom,
do
Beep,
boom,
is
beep.
boom,
come
boom, boom,
on.
boom.
Okay.
So crazy. I heard that song last night for the first time in like, oh, my mic dying. Hold on.
I thought that was your smoke detector.
Me too. I'm like, hold
Hold on,
on.
let me turn it off. My mic dying. But last night I heard that
Trey said, girl, you better sing that damn song.
She was
I heard
singing
that
it
last
too.
night for the first time in like 5 years or so. I was like, I forgot all about this song. And I was just jamming to it. I had to
That
put it on
song hit
repeat.
different. That
Yes.
song
So
hit different.
soon as you said, babe, I was like, because I was like, damn, like that shit was
Yes.
So
it was
that was
nice.
DJ Play a Love Song by Jamie Foxx.
That whole album, okay?
Yes. Oh, I should have did the. Oh, you should know I should have did. Tell me what you do. You want to get high? You want to get fired up? Tell me what you want. You want to get sex? You want to get tied up? Get your on the rider. Keep moving
Baby girl,
the
lift them
vibes
thighs
up.
up.
That's the fucking song. I love that song.
Ooh.
All right, next.
Nay, what about you? What's your song?
Well, so for this week, my song, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
just sing
God.
it.
Just say it,
What?
girl. Just say it.
What?
You still trying to think of one?
No, I'm
Wait.
not. I know
I should have kept
one.
my mic on. I'm tripping.
Since we doing the bridge, let me do the bridge on this one. Hold on, if I could think of it.
Just sing the damn song.
Hold on. Hold
Mute your
on.
mic.
What the?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
okay,
remember that
okay, okay.
TikTok.
Um,
Okay.
All right.
I done forgot the song. I just know the hook.
Do you
Okay,
even
go
have
ahead.
a song?
I do.
Right.
She rocking that thing like ooh.
Wait. Fuck.
It's
I
nothing
can't
left
remember
to
the hook.
say. She rocking that. We in the car. We in the. She all on my shirt. I'm under her bra. She said, "Take it if you want it." Then we made love to the first sound of the morning. So we did it. Got it. Done.
Did it.
Ooh,
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 baby,
baby,
said do it till your body don't move, baby.
baby,
Ooh,
ooh,
baby,
baby.
you rocking that.
Mm.
So that
Oh
was
yeah.
Dream. That was Dream rocking that thing, and
Oh
I've been used.
wait. Take
Take
me
me
on
out,
I
yours.
gotta turn this shit back on.
shout
Shawty.
it. Cause we rock to
Right
the
to the
left,
left,
rock to
back
the
to the
right.
right.
Bring me your body, I'ma rock it all night.
Don't be so much more.
Shout
Shawty.
it.
Some hoes to the left, all girls
Parked
to
on
the
the
right.
right. Tell your niggas, holla back. Tell your girls, good night. The way
The
you
way
rock
you
it
rock
like
it,
That
popping
up in
in the
this club, that's where
club.
we gon' make a nigga fall in love. The way
the
you
way
rock
you
it
Rock it,
rock
popping
up
in
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 this
the
this club.
club,
I swear you gon' make a
make a
nigga
nigga
fall in
fall in
love.
love. Love.
Love.
love.
Love. Bodega.
So that was,
Damn,
girl,
can
turn
I
the
still
thing
hear
off.
me?
Yeah.
I just
So
wanted to be a part of the crew.
You can still have it in your hand.
yeah, I
Should I
didn't have
go?
mine on.
Oh, okay. Katie, yours is
But
loud as fuck there because I heard yours real good.
Yeah, it is pretty loud.
Yeah.
you
Sorry.
know, so that was Dream rocking that thing, and I've actually been using that song for my Zumba classes as a stretch song. So I like to
Okay.
always like bring a song that brings back like a memory. Before that, I was using Justin Timberlake's "Señorita, I Feel for You." But okay,
Oh, oh, oh,
So my song now
oh.
I feel like I need to hurry up and think of something else because mine's a little slow. Y'all got
it's
this
No,
one.
do
okay.
it slow. It's okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So mine is my voice, so don't judge me. Thought I told you not to trust these hoes. Ew. Say
What?
you love me, but you know you don't. Comfort Eating by Janae Aiko.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't like
fuck
that
it.
song.
Oh my god, y'all never
Why?
heard that?
Why we
No,
have
we
to do
know
it
it.
like
I know.
this?
I've heard it. That's just not. That's not one of my favorites by her.
I've never
Oh,
heard it.
I love that song because she always be telling stories in her songs, and that's one of her
Oh,
freestyles.
it'd be like doom doom.
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. It was Brian and some name. She's naming all these niggas. Like, basically, she told her story. Like, I wasn't the only one. I thought you was, but there's plenty more bitches. I've been fucking with other niggas too, so don't think that you was the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
that
didn't
one.
know that was a freestyle. Now that should have hit a little harder because I like that song. I remember one day I was listening to Janae Aiko on Shuffle and that song came on and I was like, okay, she going in.
She freestyled on a lot of her songs. Like she got the song called "Bitches," well, B's and H's, "Bitches and Hoes." That's a freestyle too, and that one,
I'm gonna have
that's
to check that
good.
out. So if you guys don't know, we do have a playlist on Spotify called the Millennium Hot Girl Throwback Song. So if you like the songs that we mention every week, it will be on the playlist.
If you don't turn that volume down,
I did. It
I was
won't
just
turn
about to
that up.
say it might sound I'm gonna have to listen back to it, but it might sound a little weird on the Spotify, so we might just have to use these as props. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see.
Cool.
Let's go to the business of the week. So, if you guys aren't following us on social media, either Instagram or Facebook or whatever that it is, you need to follow us. But also, if you have a business, go ahead and send us what you have so we can mention you on our next episode. And today, we are going to mention a business from one of our friends. We have mentioned her business before, but she has recently got back in effect, and I have ordered myself some waist beads. So it's called Pretty Within by our friend Latia, and she sells waist beads. Pretty much that's all she sells right now is waist beads. And it's about that time, ladies, to get out here and put these waist beads on because it's hot and the men love it. They think it's sexy.
I was
For
wearing
real?
mine every day. I had got one of the permanent ones from her, and I was so mad. I was picking up a box at work. I bent my back the wrong way, I guess. I didn't use my knees. I fucked up. And all I felt was like them little beads, because the beads be like this small. All them beads just trickling down my back and in my butt crack. I'm just like,
Girl, that's how mine broke. That's how mine broke. I think it got caught on something in the bathroom and that shit was falling. I was trying to catch it. And I was like, fuck it. I just let them
somebody
fall.
at work was like, why are there beads all over the floor? I'm just like, I don't know.
But
That's
we will
funny.
have her Instagram linked at the bottom. So go check it out. I believe it's called Pretty Within. But also, I did want to mention my business, which is Beautifully Made by Nay. I sell sea moss, and I just recently came out with a watermelon flavor, which is fire.
Oh,
So
I
make
want to
sure.
try that.
Yes, just send me the
I
Addies,
need to.
okay?
I'm gonna have to pay for one.
Yeah, send
Her
me
sea
the
mosses
Addies.
are so good too.
Yes, it really is. Like I had
Will it cleanse? Is it like a detox or?
it can do so many things, and I feel like if you haven't like really detox, it'll help you detox. I take it so much that it doesn't have that effect on me anymore because my body's used to it. But if you like take it for the first time and you're taking it consistently, then yeah, you will have like a detox effect. But it really
Okay.
just has like a lot of vitamins and minerals, and it has iron. So if you're lacking iron, you'll get that through the supplement, you know what I'm saying? But it tastes good and a lot of people don't like it. I take mine straight, and I really came up with like a bomb ass recipe. So mine
Yeah,
is really good.
I'm like here for it because watermelon is like my favorite flavor of like everything. So I'm here for the watermelon flavor.
I remember the
Yes.
first time I bought your sea moss. I think it was like the OG one because that was the original one, right? Well, obviously. So I don't think it had a flavor to it. It was just the sea moss. And I got it. I was like, you was like, just take a tablespoon of it. I was like, okay. So I was already scared because I didn't know what sea moss was going to taste like, the texture of it. And I'm very picky about textures in my mouth. So I scooped it out the jar. I got my little, it's on my spoon and shit. I'm just like, oh my God. And I took it. I was just like, not to be nasty. I thought it was going to taste like,
Come.
yeah.
What does cum taste like to you? It
Depends
depends
on
really
a
know.
nigga.
Well, I never had. Well, I just don't be swallowing cum. So don't think I'm just doing that. But it's just a texture. I don't taste anything. It's like a texture, like a jelly, because I hate Jello, but it's like the way that it feels in my mouth. Just look, the way it feels, I don't like
right.
I don't know. I'm just very fuck it. Close the shit out.
But yes, make sure you follow us. Follow Pretty Within, and also follow my business page down
Get
below.
you some sea moss.
Yes, order. We
Takes
ship
better
all
than
over.
cum.
We
Full of nutrients.
One stop shop, everything you need. It's all in this jar.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. It's been a interesting episode. Miss Cat Marie, let everybody know where they can
But before
find you.
I let everybody know
Oh,
where they can
yes.
find me, I do have the quote of the week, and that, excuse me.
Look at it. Look at that. Before you say that, look at it.
Got
She
said, not y'all
does.
got the best. Not
What?
they got the best sea moss in the business.
She does. I'm not just saying that because you're my friend, because I had other sea moss before, and I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend.
That
Yes.
sea moss was a 10 out of 10.
Let me tell you.
Sorry.
And Mr. Vach Lombardi has been getting sea moss for me too, and he told me he has other sea mosses before, and it ain't nothing like mine.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Yes, sea moss, eat it.
Eat it.
Anyway,
Eat it till you.
All right. So the quote of the week is uncomfortable. Are you good? All right.
Yes.
So the quote of the week is uncomfortable conversations are hard. Not having them makes life harder.
Yes, that's
Y'all like
true.
we out of time.
We ain't out of time. Well, yeah, we are getting there.
No,
but
I'm out of time. I got something to do.
well, let me just say that, like I said, having those uncomfortable conversations can make your relationship stronger.
So you guys can find me at Instagram.
Damn.
Hey, we trying to get you up out of here. Coco Macchiato, that's COCOMACCHIATO_. You can also find me on YouTube at Cat Marie TV.
That sounds like ATLANTAJA. That's where I'm from.
SCONEMOUNT.
And you can find me on Instagram at __ simply fucking FUCKN gorgeous. Soon to be Twitter.
And I want to ask you about Twitter too. We're going to talk about that offline. But you can find me on Instagram at Beautiful Miss Nay, or on TikTok at Beautiful Miss Nay, or right here on YouTube at Nay's Way. Also follow us on the Millennium Hot Girl page, and follow us on the Millennium Hot Girl podcast on
Spotify.
On Facebook. On Facebook. Follow us over there, and make sure you tell us about your business, send us all the information, give us feedback, share topics that you guys want us to talk about, and all that. We are open book. We also have an email, but that's not really that active, so just hit us in the DM. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight. We will see you guys next week.
It's been fun.
Bye.
Bye.